What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from PixlFeed here. And in this video, I'm going to show you the #1 profit, ROAS, and MER tracking app for Shopify, triple well review. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right in. Guys, I am so excited to finally be able to show you what has become my most favorite tool when it comes to e-com and to the agency side of things. The name of the tool, as you can see here, is Triple Well. And what Triple Well is basically the tool that has literally replaced Supermetrics and Google Data Studio for me personally and as an agency. What it does, it grabs all the data from all the moving parts from your store, from all the platforms that you use to run ads, organic, paid, whatever it is, and puts it all in one beautiful dashboard for you. So you can see everything that is going on with just a simple click of your mouse. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a little review of how I like it, how I use it, and all the features that come along with it, and why you need to have this right now. You need to get it like today. So let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to see after you install the app is going to be your main dashboard, and you're going to have your metrics however you want to set them up here. You can actually customize this all at the top, right? So for example, on mine, I have my net profit, my ROAS, my marketing efficiency ratio, cost per acquisition, net margin, revenue per sale, I believe, per session, sorry, returns, ad spend, and what do you call it? New customer per acquisition. So CPA. So that's my overall. You can actually customize this, and you can, hide it, or you can reorder the tiles or customize what metrics you want to see here. The most important thing about this is like when you're advertising in multiple platforms, whether you're using Google, Snapchat, TikTok, and all that, you want to be able to see where all your money's coming from, and you want to be able to see your profit right away, right? That's where people get confused. People think that they see revenue, but sometimes half of the time they don't know what their profit is, right? So when you start, scrolling down, you're going to see your store, you're going to see your sales numbers, the number of orders, number of refunds, taxes, AOV, average order value, cost per acquisition, returning customers, and you can change this by date right here. So I just have lifetime in this store, so I can just show you guys. So, you're going to go down here. It's going to give you the LTV, lifetime value per client, unique customers, the frequency, the CPA. And then if we move down, we're going to see our Facebook ads with ROAS, cost per click, CPMs, conversion value, revenue per link click, CTR, purchases, all that good stuff. Overall picture of your Google Analytics. If you're running Google Ads, it's going to show your Google Ads, Snapchat, TikTok. Gorgeous, so you can keep track of your tickets created and reply. For those of you that don't know, that's a customer service app for your tickets and customer service. Claimio, so you're going to see your Claimio stuff, your revenue flows, revenue from campaigns, total revenue, percentage of sales, and all that good stuff. Unsubscribe and all that. And then the most important, your expenses, all your expenses together in one dash. So your cost of goods, your shipping cost, payment gateways, these are little details that a lot of people are not paying attention to when they're starting out. And these are numbers that can add up as you go. And you can keep track of your inventory. So if there's an item that sells out, you'll know right away. You'll get a notification saying, hey, this item is sold out. As a matter of fact, when Max and AJ, that's the issue they had. They sold out of a few products and they had no idea, and that's when they decided to create Triple Well. So let's go here on the left and go through all the menus right here so you guys can see what you're capable of doing. So first up, it's going to be our reports, as you can see here. So let me click on that. And what reports is, you can actually add reports that are sent out automatically to yourself or to anyone in your team. And included in this report, this is going to be an email that you receive in the morning. I get mine at 9:10 a.m. on the dot every day. You can include what metrics you want in that report, right? So what you would do is you select your metrics right here, right? So, and then you put your email address right there. You can have it hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, however you want it, okay? And this report will hit your inbox every day whenever you want it to hit your inbox. And you can get a snapshot of how your store or your account did the day before, which is very important because with everything that's going on with Facebook, especially with Facebook right now, when you can't see all the metrics perfectly because it's all, the dashboard is all messed up. This is very important because you can make decisions what needs to be done the following day, that day after you get the report from the night before, right? Yes, I know most of us, we check our accounts all the time, all day long, but sometimes, there's accounts that are steady. You don't need to check like every hour or anything like that. So it's good to have an overall view first thing in the morning of what's going on. So I really love this feature, and you can add all your teammates if you have teammates in there as well. So second up is our channel log right here, as you can see. And basically what you're doing here is you can compare all your metrics. The software is very new. It's still in beta, as a matter of fact. So there's little bugs here and there that need to be worked out. As you can see here, it should show you like the name of the actual channel. But nevertheless, you can see, all the metrics, sales for the day and all that good stuff. If you're selecting sales, let's say you want to compare your sales to your cost of Facebook ads, it will add that on there and show you both metrics when you go through the graph. So this can come in very handy if you want to have like an overall picture of what's going on in your store. If you want to show it to your client, in real time, so they have an idea of how like the past 6 months have gone, or the past year, or the past week, or whatever. You can change the dates to whatever you want. Okay, so this can come in pretty handy for that. Next is one of my favorites, the calculator. And you guys are going to see why I love this so much. The calculator really lets you have a bigger picture of what's possible in your store. So in this store, the average order value is $35 or $34.28. But let's say our average order value went up to 70. Look how our profit just jumped. We can visualize how much more money the store will make if we just simply change our average order value. But let's say our average order value is 70. Now it's 70, but our conversion rate stays at 5. But what if we up that conversion rate to 7? How does that affect the numbers? That doubles our profit. So I like visual tools like this because it gives you an idea of what's possible with your store. So you can play around with these numbers. You can really see what's possible, whether your metrics go up or down, and how it affects your sales and your profit. So this is one of my favorite features right here. Next, we have goals. And basically what this is, you can set up goals for yourself. Like, let's say you want to set a goal for AOB or conversion rate or ROAS blended. And then you can give it its value and set that up. I really don't use this, to be honest with you. Up next, it's Ltb Cohorts. This one comes in very, very handy. And basically what this is, it gives you a breakdown of all your numbers. So let's say you want to see view by sales and follow-up sales from this cohort. So you can see your number of sales based on month 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 for the whole year. You can change it to be view by the number of customers and follow-up customers. You can change it to view by the percentage of returning customers. This is very important to know your numbers of, what are my percentage of returning customers? How can I take advantage of this? And more importantly, LTV, lifetime value. So if I know my lifetime value, well, what does that mean? If I know my lifetime value is double what I thought that it was, that means I can spend more upfront and double my revenue or triple my revenue, right? So it's really important to know these numbers. Next, we have products. And this is pretty much kind of like your channel log, where you can create these pretty graphs based on the sales of each individual product. So you can select your individual products right here. And then more importantly, the number of sales, the number of orders, units sold, sales, and average order value of that product. This can give you an idea of what products are performing well. And, maybe it'll give you ideas to come up with different products. Up next, we got trends. And what Trends does, it gives you a bird's eye view of your whole ecosystem for your store or for the business. So now you can see, the graphs and, where we're going up and down, based on sales, blended ROAS, Facebook ads, our cost high or low. Is the CTR high or low? Are my CPMs high or low? How is that affecting the rest of my store? Obviously, as you guys can see, pandemic numbers here from last year are ridiculous. And then they went back to normal after everybody started going outside. So this gives you an overall picture of your whole ecosystem, which, I like to see every once in a while. Next down, we're going to go into our marketing reports. So starting with Facebook, which is probably the one that you guys mostly care about. So this is basically pulling the data from your Facebook ads account, and it becomes very handy, especially right now, because you know how you log into your account and half of the time your ROAS is not showing at the end, or if you have different conversion windows throughout the account, it's not going to give you an overall picture of each campaign and showing the ROAS, and it's giving the statistical model data and all that stuff. Well, here you can go in and look at your individual campaigns and look at your ROAS, look at your numbers, see what's going on, your CTR, your CPC, and all that good stuff. So that's you know, it comes in handy, but I'm gonna get to the good stuff in a minute. Same thing with Google. You can go under here and the Google channel is gonna give you a report of what's going on in Google. In this store, we're not running Google ads, so it's not gonna show anything. It's just gonna show you basically the Google Analytics and basically a report of the pages that people are looking at, conversion rates and all that stuff from organic and all that. But my favorite feature right now, because it's saving my life and making my life so much easier, is our attribution Facebook Google Analytics. And why is that? Because if you've been running Facebook ads for a while, you know that Facebook either under reports its sales or over reports for some reason. Sometimes it takes attribution in ad sets and campaigns where it shouldn't, where the last click came from somewhere else, depending on your attribution windows and stuff like that. So it can get very confusing. So with this, you can see both. You can see your ROAS from Google, your ROAS from Facebook. That way you don't have to be going back and forth between the two platforms to figure out what the actual number is. So like, for example, like when you go in here, and this is, again, this is not perfect yet. This is still in beta, and they actually rolled this one out. I think it was like a week ago. So let me find an ad set that's on. So check this out so you can see the actual discrepancies. So for example, this is the Facebook number. This is the Google Analytics number. So Facebook is showing 2.25 ROAS, but in analytics it's actually 1.63, right? So Facebook's over reporting conversions here. And then you go down here, then you have another ad set or campaign that's 1.9 ROAS, but then it's actually 1.51. Then you have another one that's 0.71 inside Facebook, but it's actually 4.65 ROAS. So this is why it's so important that you look at these metrics, that you have these numbers in one dashboard, because you can make decisions based on the data that you're actually seeing. This way you know which ad sets you should keep on, which campaigns you should have on, and which campaigns you should have off. This helps immensely. This is my favorite feature. They just rolled out like a week ago. So again, they're still working on it, but trust me, they're gonna make it perfect. Next, we have our Claimio integration. So this is basically going to give you the Claimio dashboard that you guys see earlier. But the difference is right now, it's actually going to pull all of your last 50 Claimio campaigns. So you can see how your campaigns did, how many recipients, how much revenue, when it was sent at, and all that good stuff. And then last but not least, it's going to be your expenses. And this is where you're going to plug in your cost of goods, your cost of shipping, your payment gateway costs, so like, you know, how much your credit card processing fees are, and then any custom spend. So if you're using any third-party platforms that are not available to hook up with TripleWhale, you can actually plug in the numbers manually in there. So you really know what your numbers are, what your profit and revenue numbers are, because you want to know what your actual profit is. So as you can see, guys, this tool does it all for you. If you want to have an overall picture of your whole business, or the client's ecosystem, or the whole store, this is definitely the store for you. So where can you get it and how much does it cost? So there's a link in the description below, and there's a link in the comments. However, this is very important. If you click the link and it takes you to this page and you see a button that says join our waiting list, that means that it's still in beta. But since you watched this video, when you click on here and fill out the form, say you watched it here from Christian, you heard about it from Christian or PixlFeed, and AJ is going to give you access right away. Okay, so he'll give you access for watching this video. And if you get here after the beta and you land in here and there's a button to sign up, just sign up, choose your plan, and you're ready to go. Guys, if you like that video, make sure to check out the links in the description below. Help support the channel. If you want to keep learning about Shopify, Facebook ads, and digital marketing in general, make sure to check out one of the videos right above me. And I will see you guys in the next video.